All right, perfect. Good morning, lovely people. I hope you're all doing well today. Happy Thursday. As usual, we're going to be doing a card pull for the collective and then a few individual card pulls, depending on how many people we have, how much time, etc. I've already got our music going. I just need to share our post and then we'll get started. If you're watching the replay, remember comment #replay. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to comment. Even if it's after the fact, I will see it. I will respond. And don't be afraid to ask questions because I absolutely love answering them. So that being said, my usual spiel, I'm going to go ahead and share our live and get us going. So 1 second. All right. All right, I think we're shared. Perfect. Now to get started, let me just put this away. All right, so our first message for the collective this morning, I'm going to pull from our Work Your Light Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, artwork by Danielle Knoll, which I absolutely love. It's one of my faves. Let's see what we've got. Oops. If I don't drop them everywhere first. I have a tendency to do that. I have small hands. Like, for some of you that don't know or who are new to Oracle cards, they're not for everybody. That's totally fine. I also do tarot cards, which are also huge, but they're like this big, and then like, here's my hand. It's ridiculous, but I love them. They're a great tool to use as far as communicating with your guides, spirit, source, angels, the universe, etc., and getting the guidance that you need. I like to explain it as, obviously it's a tool that you use, but it's like when you pray or whatever you choose to do to communicate with whatever higher being you believe in, you're asking, you're talking, you're communicating that way. But when you meditate or when you're doing readings, it's like you're listening. And the cards are just a way for spirit, source, angels, guides, etc. to communicate with you. So, all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and see what we have for the collective this morning. Remember, when you hop on, please feel free to drop a comment and let me know that you're there. Facebook doesn't tell me who's online. It just gives me a little number in the corner. So say hi. I'd love to chat. All right. What does the collective need to hear this morning? Let's see. All right. So our first card for the collective today is boundaries. So freaking important. Where do you need to set boundaries in your life? And I love the illustration of this card because, she's there in the middle and it's like everyone is trying to take something. Everyone needs something. Everyone wants something from her. And good morning, Amy. How are you? And when it comes down to it, we all feel this way sometimes, right? We're going through life, doing everything we can, being the best possible version of ourselves that we can be in any given moment, trying to fulfill the roles that we play. And it's like everyone always wants something, right? But you can only give so much. You only have so much to offer everyone else before your cup is empty. And it's super important right now, especially with everything going on in the world with, especially if you are active in protests or if you're, active about speaking out and being an ally and being a supporter. And as far as like also Corona, if you're a healthcare worker or an essential worker of any kind, props to you, by the way. For those that are still staying home, maybe you have kids at home and you're trying to work or trying to be home with your kids, trying to educate. You can only do so much. And you have to keep in mind that, yes, that's your job. That's what you're meant to do. But good morning, Lee. How are you? You have to take care of yourself as well. And you have to set healthy boundaries for you to do that. Because if you're not setting boundaries with your friends, your family, your spouse, your children, your coworkers, your boss, whatever, they're just going to keep taking and taking and taking and taking and taking. And then what are you left with? What do you have for yourself, right? And when you're completely worn out, you've given everything, you're exhausted. You're on a lower vibration. You're not being that best version of yourself that you can be. And a lot of times we find it hard to set boundaries, especially with those that we care about, and sticking to those boundaries. And every now and then we're like, okay, I guess I can let this slide this one time, or I guess I can give just a little bit more. I guess I can do this. It's okay. But you're not respecting and honoring those boundaries for yourself. And that's just doing a disservice to you. So the message for the morning from universe, source, spirit, angels, guides, whatever you choose to believe in, is to set those boundaries and to stick to them. Honor yourself by honoring those boundaries. Like, hey, I can only do this much today, and that's what we're going to do. No, we're not going to do all this extra. I'm not going to let you push this boundary. I'm not going to let you push me to give more of myself that I don't have to give. So remember, stick to your boundaries. It's okay. Don't feel bad about it. I know for a long time, I felt very bad about setting boundaries and sticking to them because I was very much a people pleaser for, forever. And I was like, well, if I can help, I should. It doesn't matter that I'm tired. It doesn't matter that, I have all this other stuff on my plate today. This is something that, I should do. You don't need to do anything. There's no should do anything. It's okay, I can do X, Y, and Z, not, extra. I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to take a drink of tea. I got a little bit of a late start this morning, so my live's a little later than normal. Sorry, guys. But all the same, we'll do all our card pulls and everything. I hope everyone's doing wonderful this morning. Amy in the house with the kiddos. That's always fun. I'm staying with an aunt. I have been for a couple weeks now, and she has a 6-year-old. He's downstairs playing games right now. All right. But he is a handful and a half. Super energetic, always all over the place. He's my little buddy. All right. Our next card for the collective this morning is going to come from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reed. It's quickly becoming one of my faves. Dropping stuff. Let's see what we've got. Okay. What does the collective need to hear this morning? Okay. I love this. All right, so pretty straightforward. Our next card is Squirrel Spirit. Believe in yourself. How wonderful is that? Okay. So when I look to the side, guys, if you're new here, I'm not spacing out or anything. It's just that's where my comments are. So bear with me. 10-year-old, 1-year-old. Wow. That's really a handful and a half. But you're having lots of fun. Are they in school already? Are they starting school soon? Obviously, the 1-year-old's not, but you're a 10-year-old. Maybe cut down on the crazy just a little bit. Okay. So, with our squirrel spirit, as far as believing in yourself, this isn't just like a yay, go you, you're awesome, but more of a, how do I explain? In normal people words. So in different aspects of our life, obviously we have different things going on. For those goals that you're reaching towards, the things that you've been working on, the different roles you're playing in your life, whether you're a leader or, a mother, a significant other, whatever the case may be. A lot of times we get very down on ourselves and, we feel like, okay, I'm not exactly where I need to be and this is crappy. I'm not doing enough. I'm not enough. And that's not the case. It's time for you to have confidence and embrace your inner awesome self, your soul self, and understand that you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. You're exactly where you need to be. And it's time for you to love and support yourself. Yes, your guides, spirit, source, angels, ancestors, whatever you choose to believe in, that universal energy is always going to be there to support you. It's always there as a safety net. It's not going to let you fall. You are loved and supported unconditionally on that level. But it's time for you to love and support yourself unconditionally as well, and recognize that you are enough. You are amazing. You are a beautiful human being, a beautiful soul that is meant to be here, that is meant to be doing what you are doing. And it's time for you to have that confidence in yourself and not look for that validation from an outside source, from anyone else. It's time for you to believe in yourself and know that whatever it is you are pursuing, whatever it is that you're doing, you are enough and you're going to be amazing at it. Your success in life is inevitable. There's no denying that. Now, success, the word in and of itself, is different for everyone. Everyone has a different perception of what success is to them. Whether that's money, cars, etc., or a big family, a house, whatever, or maybe it's just success is just being happy and truly enjoying the life that you live. Each person views success differently. But know that whatever your goal is, whatever your success is, it is inevitable and it will occur. You just need to believe in yourself and have the confidence to know that it's going to happen. No matter what way you get there, it's going to be a windy, twisty, turny road, but you will get there. You don't need validation from anyone else. You don't need anyone else to make that happen. You are enough to make those goals happen. You are enough to create your own success. So that is our second card for the day for the collective, our squirrel spirit. All right. 31st, but virtually. Oh, that's going to be interesting. I'm actually really interested to see how a lot of the schools do that in the different areas. I know here where I'm at currently in Southern Illinois, they're doing part-time in-person, part-time virtual for a lot of schools with the option to do 100% virtual. And then in other places, they're just completely going back. Like my brother's college is starting full-time face-to-face. So it's very interesting. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully well for everybody. Okay, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor for one card requests. Do some individual readings for people if you would like one. And again, if you're just hopping on, please leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. I'd love to talk to you. Facebook doesn't tell me who's online. It just gives me a little number in the corner. So please feel free to comment. And if you have any questions, if you'd like clarification on anything, I'm more than happy to answer that and do that for you. Maryland, a county that is considered a hotspot, unfortunately. Oh no, what county? I actually live in Maryland as well. I'm just in Illinois at the moment. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Prince George's. Oh, yeah. Definitely a hot spot at the moment. Okay. I wish Facebook would tell me who was here. All right, Lee. Do you have a preference, my dear, on which deck you would like? Or just whatever I'm drawn to? Let me know. And for anyone who's not sure, I have the Spirit Animal Oracle deck, which we just used. I have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards, my Manifestation deck, which is the Super Attractor deck by Gabby Bernstein, the Work Your Light Oracle deck, which was the first one we used today, and the Saints and Angels deck. So if you have a preference, let me know. If not, I will pull from whichever one I'm drawn to, and we'll go from there. And I'm going to keep drinking this tea this morning. Nathan's school is going to start virtual, then go face-to-face. That's smart. Yeah, I would wait and see because, you know, I worked in public health for a long time. And there's always going to be like, you know, that second wave. So I'd be careful of that and just watch the numbers. And it also depends on the area and how seriously they're taking it or not. So, and my thing is like for each individual family, parents, your children, wherever you live, you're going to do what's best for you and your family, no matter what that is. And no one can say whether that's right or wrong because there's no knowing exactly what is going to happen. So do what's best for you, girl. You're going to take care of your babies. That's all that matters. All right. Okay, Angelique. What deck? All right, my dear, we're going back to the Angels and Ancestors for you. Let's see what we got. Amy, whichever one I'm drawn to. All right, let's see what we have. Does Angelique need to hear this morning? Also, please let me know if the music's okay. I don't know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever the case. I want to make sure that you can hear me. That's not like dead silence while I'm shuffling and stuff. All right, let's see what we've got. What does Angelique need to hear this morning? Okay. All right, boo, this one just jumped out for you. So your card is the Animal Oracle, Trust Your Instincts, which I think is extremely important. And you know you've been working on this, so that's awesome. So for those who don't understand, you know, instincts and intuition, pretty simple. You get those nudges, those like, I know I need to do this, but I don't know why. Or you get an instant like, okay, this is the situation and I'm doing this because this is what feels right. Or this feels funky and I'm not doing this. And whatever situation it is, it's so important to follow those nudges, follow those kind of hints. Because when you ignore them, typically you end up in kind of sticky situations or, you know, something crazy happens. But Angelique, you know, like, your intuition is key, and following your instincts and trusting them is going to lead you exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. And your ancestors specifically, my dear, are very adamant about you trusting yourself. As human beings, we have a very hard time trusting ourselves and trusting that we are making the right decision, that we're doing the right things in the different parts of our lives. 1 second. Did you need something, bud?
No, I'm just going to get my pillow.
Okay.
For my head to rest. Because my sling doesn't really have a good headrest.
Okay. Sorry, guys. My little baby cousin. I say baby, but he's 6. He's a sweetheart. All right. he was standing behind my computer, behind the camera, just like waving at me. Because I told him earlier, I was like, all right, I'm going to get on here and I'm working. So make sure you don't jump in my video. And he's like, okay. It was really sweet, really cute. All right. Sorry. Anywho, Angelique. So, like I said, trust your instincts, trust your gut, do what you feel is best. I think this particularly has to do with, has to do with everything that you're learning, your progress on your current spiritual journey, and trusting that you know what is right for you. So there are many different practices within the spiritual community, within, the spiritual realm that you could jump into and learn about and do. But do what's right for you. Not everyone is meant to read runes or tarot or oracle cards or, work with mediumship or, it's different for everybody. Now, we all have the ability to do so, but go with what feels right for you, what you feel genuinely drawn to, and don't push it, pretty much is what I'm getting. And trust that you are on the right path. You are making the right decisions for you. No one else can make those decisions. You're going to get a lot of input from different people and different teachers. But again, trust yourself. If it feels wrong, if it doesn't feel like it's effortless for you, which granted, everything you have to practice at, it's not going to be immediately perfect. But if you feel like you're trying way too hard and you're just not getting it and it just doesn't feel right, like you're pushing it, like you're trying to fit a square into a circle hole, pretty much, then leave it alone. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? I'm trying to figure out how to put it into normal words. Yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if that makes sense. I'm trying to explain what I'm getting, but it's hard to put it in the right words. So let me know. Sorry. I'm trying to think about it. And I feel like there's something else going on. I'm just not sure exactly what it is. Person related, individual relationship, not romantic relationship, because obviously there's different types of relationships. You have friendships, acquaintances, working, things like that. No, this particular card, Amy, is for Lee, Angelique. Wait, it says Mercedes on there. I will be doing yours next. But yeah, Lee, I'm not sure if you're having a weird relationship with someone, interactions, or maybe there's a new person and you're kind of unsure about them. Definitely, yeah, trust your instincts. Don't push it. Don't force it. So there's that. So not only with your spiritual journey, but with whatever it is that's going on. Okay. Aspects. Yes, my dear, your intuition is key, always. Good morning, Elena. Good morning, Dory. Okay. All right, Amy Taylor. Okay, Amy, for you, my dear, I'm going to go with the Super Attractor deck. Okay. And Angelique, I'm going to send you a message later with some of the other stuff we talked about and a little clarification. All right. Amy. What does Amy need to hear this morning? All right. You're very welcome, my dear. I hope that made sense. I know it's kind of hard sometimes to get everything out in a way that makes sense. Okay. Amy. Amy. What does Amy need to hear? All right. Amy, for you this morning, your card is, I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. So I'm not sure what's going on in your life. I'm not sure what the situation is. I'm not like all knowing. I'm not like a super magic psychic like that. But whatever the situation is that has been making you nervous or uncomfortable, that you're unsure of, it's okay. It's all right to be nervous. It's all right to be unsure. It's all right to be afraid of new things and different experiences. But whatever's going on, lean into it. Don't run away. Don't back down. Don't let your fear stop you from pursuing whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's like a new opportunity or an individual, but lean into that situation. Be comfortable with being uncomfortable. It's okay. It's going to lead you in the right direction, and you're going to end up in a more loving environment, in a happier environment for yourself, and essentially better for it. So again, I don't know what's going on. I don't know the situation. But this particular card, what I'm getting is, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to be uncomfortable, but do it anyways. Whatever it is, do it anyways, because you're going to end up better for it. You're going to be happier. You're going to be in a more loving situation, and use that uncomfortableness, use that fear, that nervousness, or whatever you're unsure about, that those feelings, use it to your benefit. And again, you'll end up better. So I hope that makes sense. Again, I don't know what the situation is, but your card, once more, is, I don't have to fear my fear. Can you see that? I can use it as my way to get closer to love. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions or need clarification. Please feel free to ask. All right. Okay, Dory. How are you, Dory? I haven't seen you in a little while, but I've also been on vacation, so. All right. Let's see what we've got. So Amy, if you're unsure, what I would say is, I don't know if you meditate, but meditate on it, and ask your guides, and they will hopefully give you a little more information, or just keep your eyes open for a sign. Okay. So it might be in relation to that. Again, like I said, I'm not sure. But it is in reference to whatever situation is making you uncomfortable, nervous, afraid right now. And to use that fear, use that, nervousness, use that uncomfortable situation, lean into it, and you will be better for it. You will not don't let it overwhelm you. Don't let it overtake you, but do the scary thing anyways. Whatever it is making you uncomfortable, it's okay to be uncomfortable, but don't run away from it. Still face whatever that is, and you will end up in a better place for it, if that makes sense. Okay, Dory. Let's see. What does Dory need to hear this morning? You're welcome, Amy. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. All right. Dory, these two just jumped out for you. So you got two of them. The first is, they're both guardian angel cards. And the first is pray. And the second is learning experience. So here's the deal. Whatever's going on right now, whatever the situation is, that it's an experience that you're meant to be going through. You're supposed to be learning some kind of lesson from it. But if you're unsure, if you don't know specifically what to do, or if it becomes overwhelming, which a lot of times our learning experiences do. I mean, life is one big learning experience. You know that. Definitely pray on it, meditate on it, ask your guides, talk to your guides. What I'm getting mostly is to strengthen that channel of communication and to listen more. I don't know how else to put that, but yeah, whatever you're going through at the moment is meant to be a learning experience. It's meant to encourage your growth, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So don't worry. You're being supported. They've got your back. They're watching over you. But if you have questions, if you need their help, if you need more guidance, don't be afraid to ask for it. So, excuse me. I hope that makes sense. So, learning experience, and pray for you, my dear. Elena, I do not have Starseed with me, my dear. I'm sorry. I do have Work Your Light, though. Okay, let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anybody's comments. Okay. All right, Elena. Elena, I'm going to go ahead. I do have the Work Your Light, so I'm going to go ahead and use that one. I did not bring the Starseed with me. I left it at home. Okay. Dory, I hope that makes sense. Please let me know. Drop a comment. Okay. Elena. What does Elena need to hear this? Whoops. This morning. About threw the cards everywhere. Okay, Elena. Okay, Dory, awesome. Yeah, I understand we all do it. It happens, but your guides will always be very quick to let you know that, oops, sorry, I about dropped all these cards. Your guides will always be quick to let you know, hey, we're still here. You still need to be doing this. You need to talk to us more. They will always find a way to let you know in some way, shape, or form. Okay. Elena. Elena. Just here. All right, my dear. Perfect, Dory. Go for it. That should definitely help. Okay. Elena. Protection, my dear. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. This particular card, pretty straightforward, but especially I think with all the changes that are coming up, everything that's going on in your life, it's time for you to call back all that energy because, girl, you're going to need it. You're going to need all the energy, all the protection. And you, obviously, your angels, your guides, spirit, source, universal energy, whatever you choose to believe in, they are constantly surrounding you and supporting you unconditionally through these changes, and are still going to be there to catch you and protect you from anything that is trying to throw off your progress or kind of nudge you onto a different path. They're there to make sure that you're staying on the right path, that you are going to be okay, that everything's perfectly fine. Nothing horrible or negative is going to happen. Now, that being said, it's still important for you right now to cut those energetic ties and cords to any negative situations, negative people, draining relationships. I'm not sure if there are any individuals who are kind of like energy vampires. They're like sucking all your energy away from you. And I feel like there might be one or two, but it's time to cut ties and be like, hey, I'm done with this. These are my boundaries. You're not going to continually suck all my energy. You're not going to drain the positivity from my life. You're not going to make this journey, these changes, any more difficult than they're already going to be. I'm not gonna let you do that, because I need to be on this higher vibrational level in this more positive frame, and you are not assisting with that. You are not helping. You are making things worse, and I don't have the time, the energy, the patience, the whatever to provide you with anymore. Does that make sense? It's time to let go of those draining things, is essentially what I'm getting, and to cut those ties. So that is your card this morning. Okay, comments. Yes, need that. Feeling exhausted. Yes, 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 yes. I understand. So again, you have all the protection, but it's still time to call back that energy, cut those cords, and get rid of those energy suckers. Okay. All right. Would anybody else like a card this morning? You're very welcome, Elena. I'm glad that made sense. I'm glad that resonates. Okay. Hearing. I'm just checking the comments really quick, make sure I didn't miss anything. For anyone who's new, the comments are a little bit delayed. So from the time that you write it, send it, it takes a little bit for it to get to me. But don't worry, I will get it and I will respond as soon as I see it. It just takes a little bit. Facebook's a little slow. Okay. Perfect. Also, how are things going, Elena? How are you feeling? Are you ready for baby to be here? Oh, I also saw that you did like a float thing. I don't know if that was yesterday or the other day. How was that? I've always been interested in doing that. I just haven't done it yet. Good morning, Amanda. How are you, my dear? Okay. Do. All right. And if anybody would like a card, let me know. I'll hang out for just a little bit longer, wait for these comments to pop up since they're a little bit delayed. And see what we got. All right, Amanda. Okay, Amanda, for you, my dear, this morning, I'm going with the angels and ancestors, okay? Let's see. Amanda. You're very welcome, Dory. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you soon, hopefully. Our next live will be Tuesday. All right, let's see. What do we got? Amanda. Amanda need to hear. Woo! Sorry, throwing cards. All right, Amanda, your card is Great Teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. So this particular card for you, my dear, is encouraging you to embrace these experiences that you're having, these intuitive hits, the synchronicities or coincidences that occur that you're seeing that you're like, oh, that was weird, and then kind of just letting them go. Don't do that. Pay attention. You are receiving these synchronicities, these signs, and these experiences for a reason. It's meant to draw you closer to your guides, spirit, source, angels, universal energy, whatever you choose to believe in, and encourage your spiritual growth and up leveling, right? The entire collective is going through an awakening right now, an up leveling of sorts. And your vibrational frequency is rising, but you're only going to continue to up level if you continue to learn from the experiences that you're having. Different like healing experiences, different synchronicities that you're experiencing, signs that you're receiving. It's important to pay attention to those because your guides are trying to nudge you, push you forward, encourage you, get you to learn more on your spiritual journey, essentially. So I'm not sure what experiences you've had lately or synchronicities you've noticed or signs that you've seen. But I'm definitely getting that you need to pay attention and really listen to what they're trying to tell you and teach you and start embracing it and learning. I hope that makes sense. So that is your card for the day, my dear. Great leader, learn from your spiritual experiences. Okay. I'm going to take another drink of tea because I talk too much. All right, let me know, love. Let me know if that resonates. Let me know if that makes sense. I'd also like to hear about any of these synchronicities that you've been noticing. I love hearing about people's experiences and synchronicities. I just always think it's so amazing. Like, the universe never ceases to amaze me. It's absolutely beautiful. I love when these things happen. But like I said, I hope that makes sense. I hope that resonates. Drop a comment. Let me know. You're very welcome, my dear. All right. That being said, if anyone else would like a card, let me know. I'll give it a couple minutes and go from there. Also, let me know if you can hear the music. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever the case may be. And yes, I am drinking tea out of a wine glass this morning. Okay. All right. All right, if no one else would like a reading, no one else would like a card, then I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, and I will see you guys for our next live, which will be Tuesday morning, and I will let you know what time. Keep an eye out on the Soul Searchers Facebook page. And again, if you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, please feel free to comment. I will gladly answer any questions that you have. If it's more personal, please feel free to message me on the Soul Searchers Facebook page, and I'll be happy to talk to you. But until then, have a great day, guys, and I will see you next time.